Welcome back,
Welcome
ladies
back.
and gentlemen. You don't want to forget about the gentlemen,
At all, because you guys are welcome.
Yeah, welcome here anytime.
Yeah.
If y'all not acting crazy. Anyway, moving on.
Okay. Like she said, keep it cute. That goes for y'all too. Keep it cute.
I'm just saying. Tonight we are drinking a little raspberry spritz with some ginger beer, raspberry puree that we made with a little simple syrup and raspberries, obviously, and then a little bit of vodka gin, whatever y'all want to razzle dazzle up in there. And yeah,
for this drink, it's kind of like one of those things, like what you want. You can do tequila, you can do gin, you can do vodka. I feel like it all tastes good.
Yeah. I wouldn't recommend cognac though.
Story time. So y'all know it's become a thing where at the beginning of every episode we have some sort of story time, or at some point during the episode we have some sort of story time. And this time it's on Dawn.
It's me. Okay, so
undergrad years,
you know, we're a little wild. We like to have a great time. So let me tell you guys about my Hennessy story and why I do not drink Hennessy. Okay.
Wait, her Hennessy and Four Loko story.
Okay, we're gonna get there.
Okay.
We're gonna get there. Okay. So I was in undergrad. My little mans at the time was 21. I was not. We do not encourage underage drinking. Anyways, so we decided that we're gonna take shots of Hennessy, but as we're taking the shots of Hennessy, I'm chasing it with Four Loko.
Y'all see my face? Continue.
And, you know, we're headed to the party. We get to the party, you know, and there's this guy in there. And he's like, I can't open my beer. I need help opening my beer. Like, does anybody have a bottle opener? And I look at him and I'm like, you don't need a fucking bottle opener. Give that to me. And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, give it to me. And y'all, no lie.
Because She-Hulk over here.
I opened that shit with my hands.
Bare hands.
Bare hands open the beer, and his face was just giving like, are you okay?
I think what anyone's face would give if somebody just raw dogged a beer with their hand, like, oh, I'm just gonna open it with my hand, it's fine.
Yeah, no big deal, because that Four Loko and that Henny, it had me
She-Hulking.
So 0 out of 10 would not recommend.
Not 0 out of 10.
I would not recommend mixing Hennessy and Four Loko. If anybody was thinking of doing that, I don't know why you would have thought of doing that, but if you just had that thought, don't do it.
I'm just gonna say, if you're still drinking Four Loko, go get checked. At this point,
honestly, like, I'm not kidding. Like, that is the only time that I have truly had Four Loko. And that is the only time that I have truly had Hennessy.
It sounds like it's the only time you needed to have either one.
I think it traumatized me.
Probably traumatized the people around you. You had that guy going, I wonder if I can do it.
Let me see if I can. You're not like me, okay?
You built
you
different.
Got that Henny.
Built different, okay?
But yeah, that's our little side note story time for today. So, you know, any crazy undergrad stories y'all have, please feel
Drop
free.
them in the comments. I would love. Oh my goodness. We should do a segment of like sharing. Drop them in the comments.
Yes.
And maybe at the end of one episode, we can share some of the stories that we get, as long as y'all are cool with it.
Yeah, that would be so funny.
That would be hilarious.
That story, yeah. Never forget. Unforgettable.
Okay, well, tonight's episode is a good one. I think it's something that we all have thought about at some point or talked to our girls about, which is why women stay so long.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think that it's one of those things where sometimes we don't even realize that we stayed longer than we should have until it's over.
I was just about to say, until you like take a step back and you're like, wait a minute.
What was I thinking?
this has been happening for this many months or years.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, why am I still doing this? Like,
Or
what
sometimes
is
you
the
have that thought back, or you think back and you're like, this thing has been happening since the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And either I overlooked it, or you know how they say the same things that'll make you laugh will make you cry.
Yeah.
So it's like in the beginning, everything's so cutesy and like
Mm-hmm.
you're in love and everything is just like
Mm-hmm.
and then once you get into it, you're just like, okay, that shit ain't funny no more.
And then it's also too, like, I feel like you really, especially in the beginning, you try to give people the benefit of the doubt.
Mm-hmm.
And then at what point does that run out?
Yeah.
Because I'm only going to give you the benefit of the doubt so many times.
Yes.
And
yes.
it may be 2 or 3 years after, which, yeah, so.
Yeah. I think we all have our own experiences. Like, I think there are some people that have really good discernment.
Yeah.
That are
for
able
sure.
to, and I wish, like, I think since I've been older, I think
Mm-hmm.
my discernment has gotten a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm being honest, I feel like that's something that I lacked for sure in my younger years.
Yes, definitely.
Where I just didn't have the discernment to be like, oh yeah, I'm out of here. I'm good.
Me too. I definitely feel like as I've grown older, like there are things that I'm not gonna deal with anymore. Mm-hmm. But when I was younger, I was naive. I was like, oh, we're in love. Like, it's okay. I can change him. No, you can't.
Yeah.
No, you cannot.
Yeah. And then realizing when you get older that love isn't enough. Mm-hmm. Like, I need more than just love because, baby, love don't pay the bills.
Oh.
Love doesn't take care of our kids. Mm. So realizing at some point, like, yeah, love is cool, love is great, but
yeah, but
I need a little bit more than that.
It's also too like, are you really loving me?
Like, or what are you loving what I'm providing?
Right.
Mm.
Right. Like, do you really love me, or do you love the life that I'm giving you, or just what I'm giving you in general? Like, is that what you're loving? Because it's not giving that you're loving me at all. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah. And I also think it's one of those things where it's like when someone hasn't experienced someone like you before, whether if it's both sides, right? So like as a woman, if a woman hasn't experienced being in a relationship with someone that may be of a different caliber, or they've shown them a different type of love than what they're used to,
or even like a lifestyle.
Yes. Yeah. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, I'm gonna stay because am I gonna be able to do this again, or am I gonna be able to find someone that's gonna provide this aspect of the relationship again? Like, I don't like these other things, but like this thing is what's keeping me around.
Yeah, I know too. For me, honestly, I'm a very, what's that word, empathetic person. So it's like, if I've been providing this life for you for so many years or for however long, I get to a point where I like feel bad for leaving. If that makes sense. Like, especially if we're in a position to where I'm paying all the bills and I'm taking care of everything, and it's like, oh, then I'm gonna leave, and then what does that leave you with? Yeah. But then it's like, at what point do I think about myself?
Yeah, I think that's like empathetic and like overly considerate. And that's something that I struggle with too, is being overly considerate, especially if it's something that my partner has brought up before, or if it's something that we've had a conversation about previously, or if I know, oh, he has this childhood trauma, or he has abandonment issues, and if I leave, it's gonna be this other thing. And it's always like, girl, why are you considering that? That does not matter.
Yeah, and then it's also too, at the same time, not to be rude, but you're a grown ass fucking man.
Yeah. Do the work.
Do something.
We say this almost every episode. Go to therapy.
Do something for just leaving. Because I'm like, I've provided this for you for so long, for however many years or months or whatever. And now I'm going to leave. And what does that leave you with? Yeah. And so it's very hard for me to just be up and out, because I'm like, oh my goodness, how is that going to make them feel? Yeah. But at what point do you consider yourself and empathize with yourself? Because I can only carry this relationship for so long until I drive myself into the ground. So yeah.
I think my experience with that is a little bit different. Like I have an older son, and so when my dad and my dad, not my dad, y'all, not my dad.
My dad.
When his dad and I were together
Mm-hmm.
during that time when he was younger and everything, I was willing to stay
Mm-hmm.
for my son.
Yeah.
Because at some point, even after I chose to leave, I still felt like a failure. Like I still felt like I failed my son because I wasn't able to give him a two-parent household, or
Okay.
I wasn't able to give him that dynamic that I always wanted for myself growing up. And I'm like, man, now I'm a single mom again. Like, this is not the life that I wanted for myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely told that line for a long time of like leaving and staying because I never wanted him to be without his dad.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually I realized like, oh, you have to choose yourself, because if you're not in a healthy space, your child isn't in a healthy
I
space,
was just
because
about
it
to
kind
say
of
that.
like
Yeah.
trickles down into them.
Mm-hmm.
And so I remember hearing this quote like, don't allow your storm to get your kids wet. And so
That's a good one.
yeah, and after hearing that, it was like, okay, it's time to go.
No, that's really good because,
Mm-hmm.
like you said, kids are very smart. Like we think that they kind of miss out on a whole bunch of stuff, but they don't.
They
Like
don't.
they're very smart, and whatever, just like childhood trauma that we have, like they soak that up and they carry that on into adulthood. So if you're in an unhealthy relationship with your child, the child's gonna look at that and think that that's
Yeah, they're
normal.
gonna want to emulate that.
Yeah, and they're gonna
Mm-hmm.
think that it's okay, and they're gonna probably carry that on to their adulthood and think that, oh, this relationship that I'm in, like my mom and dad were like that, so this is okay, which
Mm-hmm.
isn't a good thing to perpetuate, I guess that's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, and I always say I think it's two sides to that. Like,
Yeah.
I heard this story like a long time ago about my alcoholic dad and his two sons,
Mm-hmm.
and how one son ended up being just like him and the other son was very successful. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that when you have situations like that, that's literally how it is. Like you can't pick and choose, or you can't determine how your kids are going to turn out
Yeah.
based on the circumstances that you provide or the circumstances that they're in as they're growing up.
Mm-hmm.
But if I can give you the best environment that I possibly can,
Yeah.
even if it's me by myself, then that's what
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do. But it took me a while. I stayed in that relationship for, I believe, like a year, almost 2 years longer, just off the basis of having this child
Mm-hmm.
and not wanting to leave and not realizing that my wants and needs are important as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely will say same here. I stayed in a relationship way too long, but it was like more of the financial situation. Like I was paying all of the bills, I was taking care of
Yeah.
everything. So it was like, okay, if we break up, we're gonna live.
And it's crazy that you say that, because I hear women on the opposite side a lot where they're
Mm.
like, I'm doing all of this, like, baby, I'm out.
Hmm.
But you're considerate to the point where you're just like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want you to be, I
Yeah.
don't want my leaving to cause you to be uncomfortable or to put you
Mm-hmm.
in this weird space. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to now stay because I don't want you to be on the outs.
Yeah, because I'm like,
Yeah.
that sucks. Like, no one wants to be homeless.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, in hindsight, I'm like, okay, obviously you lived somewhere before me.
Yeah, but that's always hindsight.
But yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
In hindsight, right? I'm like, okay, you
Mhm.
definitely had a home before me. But in the moment, I'm like, where are you gonna live?
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do? I just felt bad for just being like, oh, okay, I'm out because what are you gonna do after me? Like, not to
Mhm.
be put myself on a high horse, but like I'm all that you got.
No,
Like I
literally.
pay for
And I've
everything.
seen that time and time again within
Yeah.
this relationship where
Yeah.
you've depended on me, or when things happen, you're kind of like, what are you
Exactly.
gonna do? Like, what are we
Exactly.
gonna
You
do?
know what's
Because,
crazy?
yeah.
Another little side tangent. I will never forget. I was at work. I was at work one day. This man, no job, sitting at home because he had just gotten fired or quit or so, I don't know. Like the amount of jobs that this man had at this point, I can't even keep. Anyway, so he's at home. He calls me while I'm at work and he goes, "Oh, the lights got cut off."
Why are you calling me? Why are you calling me?
I said, "Okay, I'm at work." He was like, "Yeah, can you call them?"
Why are you calling me?
And I'm just like thinking back, like I really like stepped away from my desk and was really calling the light company and everything. And I'm like, girl, for real?
I get it though, because also that impacts you too. Like now when I get
Yeah.
off work, like I have to go home to a place that doesn't have lights, but it's just like, why are you calling me? Like you're a man. And I hear this, I keep saying what I hear time and time again, but I hear these things where, come on now, we're all on Instagram, we're all on TikTok, we all hear all these different perspectives about relationships and
Mm-hmm.
all of these things. Everybody got a podcast these days.
Who? Who got a podcast?
Everybody has a podcast these days. And you also have these men that get on these podcasts that are talking about all these different things, right?
Girl.
But some of it is fruitful. So this guy was saying how if a man really loves you and he really cares about you and he really values the relationship, he automatically like will go into fix it mode. Like you present a problem to him
Yeah.
and he's automatically gonna go into fix it mode. Like I'm gonna figure out how to rectify this situation for you.
Yeah.
So again, why are you calling
Girl,
me?
yes. Yes, at work. While I'm working. And I know your ass probably sitting at home playing Call of Duty.
Or not, because the lights are off.
Because you ain't playing shit actually.
And that's probably it's an inconvenience for you because did you ask how much the light bill was this month?
No.
Did you
Not
try
ever.
to put anything in on the light
Not
bill
ever.
this month?
And you know, come to find out, sorry, not to go on this tangent, come to find out, that shit was like behind and he was supposed to be paying it.
Girl.
And it was like a whole rabbit hole that I had to go down. It was insane. But yeah, and then I'm still like, oh, I feel so bad. Like if I leave, like he's gonna be homeless. I know, it's insane, right? It's insane.
How long were y'all together?
4 years. 4 years.
Oh
But I was
God.
young. I had just gotten out of undergrad.
Oh no, I'm not judging you.
No. I'm just
because
saying,
we've all
like,
been there.
I'm
like,
just saying,
done
like, the
some dumb shit.
situation of, like, I was young. I had just gotten out of undergrad. This was, like, my first, like, adult relationship.
Mhm.
He was older than me. So I'm like, okay.
How much older than you was he?
I think he was,
Because
like,
I know. Oh, sorry, y'all. I don't know if that was loud or not, but I know who you're talking about.
yeah. Probably, like, 4 or 5 years.
Okay, which makes it even worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because be a man. And it always, okay, so I'm in an age gap relationship as well, like a bigger gap. Like my partner or my person is 8 years older than me. Excuse me. He's 8 years older than me. And I always hear people say, especially like older women, they're like, oh, these men get with these younger women because they know how to like manipulate them. They know that a woman their age isn't gonna go for that.
Yeah, no.
And luckily, like I feel like as women or as I've gotten older, I've matured so much that I'm like, I'm still not going for that shit. But my partner doesn't treat me that way either. Like he doesn't treat me like, oh, you're 32 and I'm this, you know what I mean? Or whatever the case is. And so, but in certain situations, like in your situation, where he's much older and he's like, yeah, I have this little young girl like taking care of everything and I don't have to worry about nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that's how it was, but that's just how it seems.
No, yeah.
And I don't know what his thought process was.
I definitely feel like, once again, in hindsight, I'm like, you definitely took advantage of the situation. Because also too, which very young, priorities all askew. He was working in like the nightlife. when we first got together.
I do remember you telling me that.
And so in my head, I'm like, oh, I have this older guy. He's working in the nightlife. He can get me into all the parties. He can do this
Yeah,
for
your
me.
thought process was different.
It's very, very different. But then as I'm getting older, I'm like,
that shit didn't matter.
You're getting me into these parties, but I'm paying all the bills.
That's the least you could do.
What does this party mean to me? You're buying rounds and rounds and rounds of shots, going out every weekend, but you
can't
calling
pay a
me
bill
because the lights just got cut off. Like, I'm so confused.
Like, that could have been a text message. Like, hey, babe, just letting you know, like, when I got home, the lights were off, but I took care of it.
Oh, not got home. You was at home because you didn't have no job. Anyways, sorry.
That is terrible. Like, it's terrible.
Yeah, it's crazy when I talk about it and I think about it. I'm like, oh, wow, like I really dealt with that. But once again, as I'm like older now, I'm like, I would never. Yeah. Never in my life would I ever put up with that because that's ridiculous.
And I think at some point you spoke to this. I'm sure we're going to do an episode about just like when you realize your self-worth, when you start to value yourself. Because there was a time when I had really low self-esteem. And I think as people, I'm not going to say as women, as people, we go through ups and downs, whether if it's like, oh, our weight is up and then our weight is down and I feel confident today, but tomorrow I feel ugly, and like just feelings and whatever, especially as hormonal as women are. Like we're just always up and down and all over the place, and oh, I'm bloated, and oh, I'm fat, and oh, I'm this, you know what I mean? So it's so much going on. And I think that at some points in our life, like we hit these points where we don't feel like we should about ourselves, and we don't value ourselves the way we should, and it shows in so many different aspects of our life, whether if it's the partner that we choose, or how we dress, or how we carry ourselves, or how how we kind of move about our spaces in life, and it sucks because it's people out there that prey on that. Yeah. And I think it speaks to, in some situations, why we do stay longer than we should. Because if we're already feeling a little insecure, or feeling we're having low self-esteem, or whatever the case is, and then you have someone that's coming in that's capitalizing on it, part of you is like, well, I have somebody. Like you start to like really harp on those good moments.
Exactly.
And kind of you let the good moments overshadow all of the bad that's going on, and you're just like, well,
and you're like, he loves me,
he bought me flowers in February of 2020 and maybe it's 2022 and he ain't bought you a gift since.
Never.
And it's not about money, but I'm saying like him showing his appreciation, or him showing you that he really cares, or whatever.
Yeah, it's insane, like the things that you look back on and you're like, oh, like he didn't buy me a gift ever. He may have bought me flowers once out of the how many years we were together. And you do hold on to those moments because you're like, oh, he loves me. Like, he says that he loves me, but, we may be going through a hard time right now. And I think it kind of also speaks to like we're building together. Like the delusion of, we're building together.
Like, yeah, we're here right now, but like soon we'll both be in a good space.
Yeah, no. We won't.
Yeah.
Because how we gonna be in a good space? You don't work.
Calling me at work and telling me that the lights are turned off is diabolical.
Girl. It's like insane. Like, it's just so many things that I think about, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, like, didn't help us move into a new apartment. Like, when he said that he wanted a bigger apartment, so my stupid ass went and got a bigger apartment. Didn't help me move at all.
Cousin, I'm so sorry.
I know. It's crazy.
I'm so sorry. And one thing that I want to do is like give you your flowers of like, one, finally getting out of that relationship, because it's women that will stay, or people, men too, because I definitely think that there are men out here that are really good men.
Yeah.
That have shitty partners.
They do.
That don't appreciate them. They don't see the value in their partner. You know what I mean? And I definitely think that men stay longer than they should as well. So I don't want to make this very gender based as far as like, oh, women are always, maybe more often than not, but like there are also men out here that like like, sir.
Yeah.
Self-worth. You are much more valuable.
To you like that?
You're much more valuable.
Like, why is she doing you like that? She does not have to do that.
Yeah. So definitely women, we stay longer, but I want to give you your flowers because you could still be there. You know what I mean? Like it could be a situation where, baby, I never saw the light. I never saw the light, and I'm still in this situation. I'm still low, and I'm still stressed out, and I'm still overwhelmed, and I'm still waking up feeling anxious, and all of these things, because we talked about that in the previous episode as well. And so, yeah, I just want to give you your flowers because kudos to you for getting out of that.
The ghetto. It was the ghetto.
Listen,
it was insane, but it's okay. We all go through things, and we all learn things,
and we grow through
things. Yeah. And I definitely feel like it was a big learning moment for me, because the way that I'm telling you, I would never.
Yeah. And I think sometimes
ever again,
we need those situations to be able to appreciate the person. Because I definitely say, had I not been with my son's dad prior to the person that I'm with now, like every relationship has hiccups, every relationship has their moments, but I definitely wouldn't be able to appreciate the things that are being done for me now had I not went through. If I always had a relationship like the one that I have now, it's like, oh, it's just another Tuesday. However, being that I did go through the trenches, yes, you know what I mean, yes, get dragged through the mud a little bit, yeah, you know, I'm able to clean myself off and see, like, this person is actually like for me, or this person is better for me. It's a totally different experience, and I can appreciate that experience for what it is.
Yes, same here, because my partner now, he would never,
girl. Would never.
And like you said, it makes me appreciate it so much more, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I know what I could be dealing with. I know what I could be going through, and the partner that I could have. And you're the complete opposite of that. Yeah. Like 100%. So yes, it definitely does make you appreciate what you have when you've been through something so treacherous, I guess I would say.
Okay, so question. Because we're approaching the end of this episode, what is one thing that caused you to stay that you wouldn't allow yourself to stay for anymore?
Feeling bad. Just like feeling bad, because at the end of
that was the main thing that you felt.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you're an adult, and you're not my kid, which essentially is how I kind of felt. Like, you were my child. I took care of you. I fed you. I housed you. I clothed you.
Not a mommy in training.
Like, that's essentially what I was to you. I was your parent, if you really think about it. So I'm like, you're an adult. You can do it yourself. And if you can't, I'm sorry, but oh well. Like, you were clearly doing it before me. You're grown. So
or you were doing something before me.
So
whatever that may be.
Yeah, like, figure it out. So I would never
go back to doing that. Yeah. Whatever that was.
I would never allow myself to feel so bad to the point where I stay in a relationship knowing that it's not serving me.
Ooh. Oh, word. Okay.
Thank you. I would try. Okay. But yeah, I would never do that again, because no, it's not serving me. So what am I doing here?
Yeah, because I'm gonna do everything that I need to. I'm gonna do my part.
Exactly. And I'm gonna make sure that I'm okay. So I'm gonna be good. Yeah. At the end of the day. So.
And even in the relationship, I mean, like, in the relationship, I'm gonna do my part. Oh, so the fact that it isn't serving me exactly while I'm still doing my part, it's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm carrying us.
Girl, back hurting.
Carrying.
Shoulders tied.
Feet swollen. Ankles swollen. Everything. Okay?
Everything hurt.
Bleeding.
It hurts. It hurts.
But yeah, what about you? What would you say?
I would say staying for a kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that it's much more healthy for a child to see their parents be able to have an amicable relationship co-parenting
Yeah.
than to have to go through turmoil while living in the same home.
Yeah.
Like there's this TikTok that's going around and it's so funny, but it's like, I feel like for us, we use TikTok and like Instagram and these reels and stuff, and it's like we're telling our trauma but laughing at it. But it's like,
yeah.
maybe these kids were traumatized. I never went through this, right? Because my mom was a single mom and we never really lived with her and another man.
Okay. Yeah.
But there's this TikTok going around where the kid is laying in the bed and the mom comes in there and the mom and dad are arguing. They're like, pack your stuff, we're leaving. And the dad is like, no, lay back down. And it's like all these things,
You're
right?
conflicted, like,
You're
I
like,
don't know.
what do I do?
No, for
But
real.
it's because they're up arguing in the middle of the night. And it's funny, but you think about like your child actually going through that.
Yeah.
And like it's kids and like adults now that went through that when they were younger. And I'm sure it's kids out here going through that right now
yeah.
with their parents. And so in my head, I'm like, it's much better to just be by myself with my child and know that we're good, know that I'm providing a peaceful home, as opposed to being in this toxic relationship of this back and forth and we're pack your bags. Like, no, don't pack your bags, lay back down, or I'm staying. And then by the morning you go eat breakfast and everything is business as new as usual. You just like, you had me up at 1 o'clock this morning talking about we were, you know what? I'm gonna go catch my bus.
Like, whatever, it is what it is. Yeah. Yeah.
So
that is one thing that I will say, like, flowers to my parents on, because I've never been in a situation to where I saw that they like argued or anything. And my parents got divorced when I was very young. But they were always very amicable, like never argued in front of me, never had a disagreement in front of me. So I 100% think that that speaks to the maturity level that some adults have, because some people just cause turmoil to cause turmoil.
Yeah. And I think that there's a healthy side to it, right? Like my partner now, we have hard conversations. And some hard conversations can still be heard by the kids. But it's not a hard conversation in the sense of like, like it's screaming. Like they're actually hearing us work through a problem that we're having. And I think that it is very healthy for kids to know that their parents have disagreements, but also know how to work through them in a more positive way. Because I think that as you're growing up, you're like, yeah, I heard my parents have problems, or I heard my parents disagree on things, but they never argued, or they never were on 10 with each other, you know what I mean? And so that's what I want in my relationship, because we're not going to always be on the same page about everything, but can we have this grown up conversation and not being here tripping?
Because there's a healthy side of communication. Like, you don't always have to yell at one another to get your point across. Like, there's a healthy way of you disagreeing and coming to an agreement. Or
because then you're not
agreeing to disagree. Exactly.
If I'm yelling at you, you're not hearing me. If you're yelling at me, if you're yelling at me, you're not hearing me. And if I'm yelling at you, then I'm not hearing you. We're not even trying to fix the problem at that point. We're just trying to be right.
We're just angry.
Yeah, I just want you to hear my point. That's it. But yeah, well, you guys drop down in the comments and let us know some of your reasons why you stayed longer than you were supposed to, or longer than you felt like you should have. Because let's talk about it.
Yeah. Also, let us know any crazy stories y'all have, like your lights being cut off, and
because we all been through some things, and this is a judgment-free zone, because we've all been through things, and they may not be the same situations, but we all been dumb for somebody. Period. Right. Whether you want to admit it or not, we've all been dumb for somebody, men and women, boys and girls. Yeah.
And we was just out here like, la, 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 thinking it was all.
What did we say? It was red flags, but we thought it was Six Flags.
Right.
Just ready to ride some rides,
I
baby.
am screaming.
Red flags.
She said roller coaster. Woo! No, for real.
But yeah, y'all drop down in the comments. Let us know
Yes.
what you guys' experiences have been, and we'll be looking to interact with you guys. And like I said, if you guys want to share your undergrad experiences,
oh yes, please.
We may do a segment on that. So let us know.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
Like, so funny because I didn't have an undergrad experience. I had military experience, and maybe that was just as crazy.
Yeah, I heard that like when people go to the military right after high school, they kind of treat it like college. So, right, I've heard.
It was a wild time. It was a
Woo!
wild time. All right. Well,
thank you for joining us.
Yes, and we'll see you next